Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I posted anything kind of YouTube-y. The last thing I posted was a series that I'm currently working on, which was called Red and the Huntress, but now it's called Hollow. But because of the obvious kind of global pandemic, it's on a pause for right now, and I'm self-quarantined, which has given me the opportunity to make videos like this. I'm just gonna start seeing if I can make more YouTube like videos because there's nothing else to do. But yes, stay safe, wash your hands, self quarantine, please, please. It's for the good of everywhere. But I am not a commentary channel, but I do like commentary channels. So this video, I'm gonna go into some serious allegations. Today's video is about, if you could read from the title, some TikTok drama. And this is more than just regular petty TikTok drama. These are really serious allegations that I am going to be going through. So I've been keeping up with the story. This is happening. It's been happening for the weekend, since the weekend. And I just kind of wanted to go through it and kind of like break it down. And I wrote notes about chronologically what everything is going. Summarizing, I'm going to do my best. And then afterwards, I'm going to give my final thoughts, okay? Recently, TikTok star and cosplayer Ava Leeigh has released 4 one-minute videos exposing predatory and manipulative behavior from fellow creators Colton, aka CLAPDADDIE, and Ian, aka INFERNUMASYLUM. These are 2 big creators on the platform, with Colton receiving recognition for his character JJ in the Mafia OC series. He currently stands at 1.7 million followers on TikTok. Ian is known for his demonic character Rascal. Ian currently stands at 3.3 million followers on TikTok. Eva released videos in which she accuses Colton of allegedly fetishizing and manipulating trans men, specifically targeting minors. She then continues to accuse Ian of alleged predatory and harassing behavior towards women. She goes on to say, I also want to say, I understand the severity of the things I'm about to bring up and would not be making a video at all if I didn't witness things firsthand, hear multiple firsthand testimonials, and also wholeheartedly believe it. And what that thing is that Ian, INFERNUMASYLUM, and Colton, CLAPDADDIE, are 2 people that have very predatory patterns of behavior and I feel like are a danger to the community. She goes on to talk about the incident between Ian and her sister that took place at the anime convention KatsuCon. This convention was the first time Eva had met Ian, who was in full Rascal cosplay. She says they hung out for a few hours and states during this time he continuously called my sister curves and he eventually ended up running his hands down her waist non-consensually. Eva's sister, however, did not inform Eva right away because they were in the presence of their peers. When Eva found out, she was angry and considered cutting Ian off, but both her sister and herself wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. She and her sister both DM'd him about the situation. After Ian's apology, Eva says she downplayed the situation and let his actions slide, saying that her sister also played into it. She continues to own her mistake and apologizes to her sister. She goes on to say that she started noticing a pattern with other women around her. She says that after the lenient conversation via DM, she talks to him in person about the manner in which he should not act towards women, and it went over his head. Eva then moves on to Colton. She says that she has heard several first-hand accounts of trans minors who Colton has allegedly messaged flirty and inappropriate messages to. She says that from her personal experience, he is very manipulative and talks badly about his peers behind their back. These videos seem to be backed up by a video posted by Quiva Morris, a creator who has been in the past associated with Colton and his character JJ. Shortly after Eva's initial post, Quiva posted on her social media confirming that her and Colton were no longer friends and have not been friends for a week. She does not say the reasons for their friendship ending, but she says she is healing from it and wants people to respect that. She has cut ties with both creators at this time. Eva finishes her statements, once again recognizing the seriousness of the accusations and only wants for the community to be aware of them and to be safe. As for Colton and Ian, they both made videos in response to Eva. In Colton's first video, he states that Eva's videos were quote unquote really shocking and it really hurts. I've done nothing but love and support everyone. I've done nothing but help people. Yes, I have friends who are trans who are younger, but I also have friends who are trans who are older because I support the trans community. He then continues to say that he's not going to bash Eva or talk badly about her, but that he's probably going to end up leaving TikTok because of the toxicity and lies. 6 hours later, he makes a follow-up video where he apologizes to anyone he has ever made feel uncomfortable, saying it's not his intention, and if anyone has these feelings, to come talk to him personally. Ian released several videos on the situation in which he apologizes and says that he was in character in Rascal cosplay, who is known to be very raunchy. He continues to say that that is not an excuse for his actions and the cosplay is not consent. He continues showing DMs between him, Ava, and her sister. He says that he felt bad after the incident was brought to his attention and that he apologized several times, which they accepted and told him everything was okay. He then says to his followers that if you feel uncomfortable, to say it at the moment. He states, "I'm not blaming Eva for her actions or blaming her sister. I'm simply stating that if information had been direct and disclosed at the moment, then actions could have been prevented. Now, I understand that many deal with their trauma in the moment in their own separate ways, and that is valid." He finishes with recognizing the severity of his actions and restates that cosplay is not consent. He apologizes to everyone he's made feel bad or uncomfortable and takes responsibility. He doubles down about being direct, about feeling uncomfortable, and wishes the situation would have been dealt with privately. Eva did make a response video to Ian's videos, where she says that Ian made it seem that the only case that mattered was that between him and her sister, and does not acknowledge other cases she has heard about and witnessed. She goes on to state, "If I felt that this was a situation I could just talk to him and he would stop, I would, and I did, but he didn't stop. I talked to him twice about this and he continued to do it right in front of my face." She says it doesn't matter how good of an apology he makes, but about keeping the community safe. She goes on to say that Colton is targeting a very marginalized group of people and has heard several stories about him. It has been going on for a long time and she feels she needed to warn the community. Later that night, Ian deleted everything from his Instagram and posted a picture of a skull. He then posted 4 follow-up videos where he looks unstable and is shaking. In said videos, he admits to manipulating, gaslighting, and cheating on several women. He says that one of these women in particular was popular creator Allison, known as Lolly Tiger Pony on TikTok. Her demonic cosplay character Val has been highly associated with Rascal in the past. Shortly after posting the 4 videos, Ian deleted them. He then posted one last video saying not to confuse the stories between Colton and him. He has never messed with or gotten involved with minors. Since posting the video, Eva has received a lot of support in the cosplay and TikTok community. Big creators have shared her videos via Instagram. Creator Ethan Trace, who has been friends with Ian, had told his fans that he wanted to be quiet in the situation till he had further information. He has now recently come out saying that he has heard several disgusting stories, some involving close friends of his. Here's what he had to say.
So I'm sure a lot of you are aware of a situation that's going on here on TikTok right now with somebody who I was friends with on the app named INFERNUMASYLUM that I've attended a few meetups with and made a lot of videos with. And within this past week, multiple women, including some very close friends of mine, some of whom who haven't even spoken out yet, came forward with multiple allegations of sexual harassment and assault and some very other disturbing things that I had no idea about until now. And I've felt angry, I have felt sad, and I felt really guilty that I felt maybe if I had been around, that none of this stuff would have happened. Especially hearing that some of these said incidents happened at events that I was at, that he was at too. And I know I shouldn't feel guilty about any of this because none of it's my fault, but I know how much you guys look up to big creators like me, and you've seen me walking around at events with this guy, and I need you to know his behavior was inexcusable, and I hope he gets what's coming to him. My friends and I have since cut ties with INFERNUMASYLUM, and it's going to stay that way.
Eva's sister has also come out confirming the story, as well as Allison, aka Lolly Tiger Pony. Okay, so these are my thoughts. That's the whole story. The summary of the story. These are very serious allegations. When this type of situation comes up, we need to take the victim's accusation seriously, but we also have to gather all the information we can first, which I did. I did take this situation seriously, and I was looking into it, looking up information, and we have several people who have showed up, who had popped up, supporting these claims about both men. I say allegedly here because of legal reasons. I can't say that they legally did it, but I do believe the victims and the stories in this case. In terms of Colton, his first video didn't address anything at all. He basically played the victim, and he was like, it seemed very manipulative on his part. And then, 6 hours later, he releases a video apologizing to anyone he's ever made feel uncomfortable. And it's just like, did you do it because you're receiving a lot of comments about it? In terms of Ian, like I said, Ian posted initial like 8 to 10 videos about the situation. But what I did not mention in here is that Ian actually blocked Ava. She has a side account, so she called him out on it. Why would, if you're apologizing, why would you block not only her main account but her sister's account? And that's sketchy to me. Then again, Eva says that he doesn't address any of the other cases. During the night when he posted those 4 videos where he seemed unstable, he didn't seem okay. He later posted on his Instagram story saying that he received several visits from cops throughout the night and that Eva had called one of them. And she responded to that saying that she did call one of them because she says that she doesn't believe it, that he was doing that as a manipulative tactic to her, but she wasn't sure. So at the same time, she made sure that he was fine, that he was okay, that he wasn't going to do anything rash or stupid. It was a wellness check, which I agree and I understand. There are a lot of people who are saying that maybe this should have been dealt in private. Eva says that she did talk about this in private and that she's done it twice. There are a lot of people defending him, and honestly, I can't believe it at this point. I can't believe him, especially when he admits that he did manipulate, gaslight, and cheat on several women. And so he's admitting to his behavior. Allison took to her Instagram story to say that he had blocked her, and then he unblocked her so she could see the 4 videos of him, not being okay. And then once he took those videos down, he blocked her again. She, however, recorded those videos and reposted them herself via Instagram, where he's admitting that he manipulates, gaslights, and cheats on women. Also, I do have a problem with one statement in which he says that if those feelings of uncomfortable had been brought up to him at the moment, that actions wouldn't have happened or occurred. And I'm like, it shouldn't occur in the first place. That's not a valid excuse. That shouldn't have happened in the first place. And take in mind, Colton is 22, I believe, and Ian is 26. He's a 26-year-old man. He should know boundaries not to cross. I get raunchy humor. I love raunchy humor. But there is an obvious line that should not be crossed. For example, running your hands down someone's waist that you just met while calling them curves is... it's just a no. It's common sense. Like I said, I used to be a big fan of both of them. I started following them with Colton with the JJ and the Mafia days, and then they started all these creators started to get together, and they became a friend group, and then they were adding more to the friend group. So I've been invested in these creators, and it's just very sad and disappointing to see this from this type of disgusting, predatory, manipulative behavior coming from both these men. And it's just very disappointed. I personally have unfollowed them. Like I said, I believe Eva, if you're watching this, I don't believe you'll ever watch this, but if you are watching this, I applaud you, because these 2 creators are big creators on the platform, and they have a lot of followers and people they can influence. And this type of behavior is not and should not be accepted. It is not acceptable. And I applaud you for coming out and speaking. I'm not posting them here because I haven't asked for permission from anyone, but I have been keeping up with some of the stories that have been coming out, especially with the minor trans men. Eva and Lolly Tiger Pony have been posting stories that people are sharing publicly. And yeah, this it's just it's very disappointing. On a side note, Quiba, if you're watching this, you recently hit 1 million followers on TikTok, and I congratulate you. I know this is a time where like you want to be celebrating, but you know it's kind of awkward to celebrate. So guys, that's it for this video. Like I said, I'm not really a commentary channel, but you know, I'm basically a channel where I kind of do what I want. So since I like commentary videos, every once in a while I'm gonna come in and do a commentary video. But what do you guys think about this? This is very serious. Remember guys, stay safe on the internet. Again, I applaud Ava for coming out and calling this behavior with your platform that you have. But yeah, till next time, bye angels.